Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. And thank you if this is your first time. Alright, welcome back everybody. It's time for Sunday's head and face, or face and head shave, whichever way you want to look at it, on a Monday. Yeah, I just got so busy yesterday. By the time I was done, you know, it's one of those days where when everything's done, you're just like, I have no energy left. It was one of those days, and today started out that way, but did not end up that way. Didn't finish that way, so here I is. Just got out of the shower. Checking the camera. It looks okay. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Jeez, of course I'm talking, so my throat's got to act up. Today's razor. Taking a focus. Gem Jr. in a gold plate with a baton handle. Simple thumb up the lid, the top cap. Insert your blade like so. There's two little tabs on each corner. Put your corners in first to secure it. Don't do that, and then then center it and snap it closed. All good. Excuse me, throat's gonna act up because I'm recording. Haven't coughed all flipping day, of course. Soap. V&E's Maine made Old Maine Spice shaving soap. That little bit of white on there, that is just dried soap from the last time I used it. It is their take on Old Spice, and of course in a little spray bottle I have their aftershave. We're going to have to risk drying out the soap because it is hotter than June bride in this house. Well, I got my window unit in the bedroom, which is the room we use the most. So I run the rest of the house at 82 during the day, and I turn it down to 80 at night. So it's a little cool in the morning when we get up to get coffee and everything, and then when it starts getting warm out, I kick it back up to 82 and let it ride. Just trying to save on the power bill, because otherwise my power bill is going to be over $300 for the next 3 months. And right now it's a little bit over $230. So save about $100. Alright guys, you ready to get into this shave? Because I need one. At least I was told I do. I guess who? Oh, sorry. The brush, as you tell by the picture, was my Omega 22 or 24? 22 millimeter Boar. I love this little brush with the faux, the fake ivory handle. We're just gonna load it right off the puck. Nothing fancy. And when I'm loading like this, I prefer a Boar, or at least a Badger. I'm not fond of synthetics loading this way, because most of them that I have anyways, even the PAA ones, are not stiff enough to really grab a lot of soap. Okay, I gotta take this off because it's wiggling on my finger, otherwise I'm gonna flip it around somewhere. There you went. It was shaking on my finger. And you can only imagine the shit I would be in if I lost that, right? Did I not grab enough? It was freaking lathered up butt on this puck. dip the tips again and go back into the puck. Probably didn't lather it. I'm slinging it all over the place though. Excuse me. Like I said, it's only because I'm recording. Haven't coughed all flipping day. Once you start recording, you get something in your eye, your nose itches. You know, all the crazy stuff happens. Okay, that's good. We're going to take this, apply to face. One of her hairs. Don't ask me how. They just pop up everywhere. And if you live with a woman, you know what I'm talking about. Or have ever lived with a woman, you know what I'm talking about. Hardly a morning goes by where I don't wake up feeling like somebody's got a garrote around my throat. Hang on. Listen to this. Hello. They hung up. They're no fun. Suspected scam call. We were going to have some fun. Live on the air, so to speak. Oh, I answer those all the time. I love playing with those guys. Good. All these new single edges out there. Dip the tips, go back into the puck. I don't know why. If you guys have never used a gem, you need to. If you're buying into all this hype on all these new single edges that are coming out and everything, bull pocky. Just get a gem, $10 on eBay. Oh, the blades are more expensive. Yeah, and they last 10 times as long, or at least twice as long. Slinging soap everywhere. I love it. Into my ears, everywhere. All over the mirror, all over the floor, the counter, me. The little rug I'm standing on, little foot pad, gets washed every time I shave. It's a great little razor. Love this handle. Doesn't this handle say, hey, I'm a man's razor. I'm big because of big meaty hands. Need something to grab onto. Yeah, no, I already went this way. We're gonna do it again though. Not the greatest for doing that though. Tell you what, we're gonna dip the bristles again. Go into the messy bowl. Oh, see? Oh, it's making lather. You can see that. It's all over the place. All over my counter, all over me. Oh, all in the sink. Just literally, oh, please be another one. I think it is. Hello? Hello? You call me and you don't say anything? Go get a job. Frickin' scammers. That's just me, guys. I deal with those phone calls every day, all day. If I don't get a dozen of them, it's a slow day. BBS. Right there. Still. I'm right there. Usual spots for me. Nothing there. Guess what? You hear that? It's got to be just on the skin because there's nothing there. I don't feel any hairs. So it's got to be just the skin. Let's do this. Get that off of there. There we go. Perfect. You don't get much better than that, guys. You really don't. You know, our forefathers knew what they were doing when they were making razors, didn't they? Oh yeah, we got new metals and new engineering and new processes, and all that. But think about it. With the equipment they had back then, they were able to make this and make it work really, really well. So you have to give them credit for that. There's no way you can't. HomeLike shaving, alum stick. I got a little bit of tingling on the cheek and about a 1 on the neck, but my neck is always higher than the cheeks anyways because it's a more sensitive area. It's not going to take long for that stinging to go away. I got one guy at the end of the street. How's this thing going? He one night my wife was coming home from work and she does 15. I've seen her coming down the road. She does the 15 in the park. That is mandated speed limit. And she said he yelled at her to slow down. She said, because he's like right near the corner. She said, I just came around the corner. How fast could I have been going? She said, I only do 15 in here. You know that. I'm like, yeah. So I had to replace the exhaust on my car a few years ago, and I put a semi-performance exhaust on it with Thrush Sonic Turbo mufflers. They're not that loud. They're not some of these really loud things, but they give a little. And now every time I go by his house, I go real slow and then give it a goose. Boom. Just go ahead, yell at me, Bubba. We'll see how far that gets you. Yes, I stir shit. Dipping the brush again. Back into the messy puck container. So far he hasn't said anything to me. Oh yeah. Beat that soap. That's pretty good. Head shave with a Jim Jr. I just took something off the top of my head. I don't know what that was. I think it was a scab or something else. Because I banged my head the other day. I got a little landing outside my door. And on that landing, I have a small freezer. Because the refrigerator freezer isn't big enough for everything that I buy. So, I have that small freezer there and I get in and out of it, you know, as we do. But between the door and the freezer, I got a light fixture that is mounted on the wall. It's got this thing that comes down and curls on the bottom for decoration. That's all it's there for. Well, sometimes dumbass forgets it's there. No matter how many times I bang my head on it, I forget it's there. And I go to step back after I stood up out of the freezer, leaning into the freezer, and whack. So yeah, I like playing whack fuck. Yeah, I like playing whack fuck. And I did that again the other day. Happens. How about that? And I don't know if you guys, if you were here, you heard it. I had to jump start my wife's car the other day because the light got left on inside it. For 2 weeks that it was parked while we were getting the key issue sorted out. And it drained the battery. So I had to jump start the car. Well, I had to back in on the grass because my battery's on the right side of my car on the passenger side and hers is on the driver's side. And you know, she's pulling this way. So I backed in to put my battery closer. My cables were long enough to go if I pulled in next to her, but I don't know if they were long enough to go if I pulled in next to her because I have to have my door completely open to get in and out because of my artificial light. So Anyways, the guy caught. I told you the guy caught me, and him and I had words. Well, I got the letter about that I'm not supposed to park on the grass. And the next time I did, I'd be fined. Excuse me. So I called the office and I explained to the woman what happened. And I explained to her, look, he told me to push it out in the street. She said, yes, you should have pushed it in the street. I said, ma'am, I've got 2 artificial legs. How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to maneuver the car around in the street? I said, I could have pushed it out of the driveway into the street. Now I've been blocking the street. And then, how do I move the car when I can't drive it? Because it doesn't have hand controls like mine does. Dead silence on the phone. She goes, well, you should have waited till you had help. I said, well, if your guy was any kind of guy, instead of writing me up, he would have offered to help, so I wouldn't be in violation. Oh, we don't do that kind of thing. I said, I know. You're too busy writing up warnings so you can assess fines. Well, we don't fine people unless we have to. I said, well, it was a one-time thing. I wasn't technically parked on the grass. I was just there temporarily. Park means you pull the car in, you shut it off, you get out of it, you go inside. That is not anywhere close to what happened. Car was running. I was there the whole time. Door was open on both cars so that I could jump hers. Got hers started. Unhooked the cables from both cars, threw them in my trunk, moved my car. I was there for a total of 5 to 10 minutes. I said, besides the time I took arguing with your guy that works here, that was so hell-bent on writing me up. One of my neighbors absolutely hates that guy and has said that if he writes him up again for anything else, he's going to shoot him in the face. I'm like, dude, you can't say that. Don't ever tell them you're going to do that. They will kick you out. Oh, I won't tell him. I'll just frickin' do it. No, don't do that. He's not worth it. Just trying to clean up the channel in the back of my head. Because as the wife says, if I don't get it completely clean, it looks like it's a line of dirt. I told her if I was blonde instead of black hair, would it look like a line of sand? She told me not to be a smartass. I told her I don't know how to do that. It's not in my nature. But that was a good head shave, guys. That was a really good head shave. Gems always give me a good head shave. Really good. May take a little longer than Paul's seven-headed bladed thing that he uses. But it is really clean up there. And guess what? I'm just getting some tingling. Nothing here, because nothing grows here. The blade just slid right along without any resistance at all. Yeah, just a little tingle. Nothing to even worry about. That's a good head shaver right there. That is a real good head shaver. Chris, CD and VT, have you ever used, I don't remember seeing you, you might have, and I just don't remember using a gem for a head shave. You might have, I don't remember. Dickinson's going face and head with this stuff. Because I know he's got plenty of gems. He just got another one in a lather catcher. Really nice razor. Little spitz of their aftershave. Yeah, it's just their take on Old Spice. Oh, we're going to leave that open because Nivea Maximum Hydration. Aftershave balm. Head and face for that. And we're 1, 2, 3. I didn't want the fan blowing that around. There we go. We're going to rub that in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Excellent shave. Excellent scent. Get your one. Gem Jr. Excellent handle, guys. Very grippy. Can you see the texturing on that? Very grippy. Fits, if you got beefy paws, fits really well. Simple to operate. Can't go wrong with one of those. Alright guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Alright, and with that, I will say, enough of the battling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.